My dear humans, we are not a human factory and we never will be. Let's discuss that. Throughout my life, I've been always made fun of, from the first day that I put my foot in school till today. And the reason behind that was because I was different. Now, you see, my talk is going to be about what you think every time that I say the word different. You usually think maybe there's something wrong with her. Is she okay? Is she sick? Does she have a problem? But why are those stuff the first thing that comes to your mind whenever I say this word? I believe our lives are so different that we never understand each other 100%. We never know each other's emotions, and our emotions are so different than each other that they are based on the experiences of our lifetime. So, till this point, we are always different, and we are never going to be like each other anyways. So why is it so surprising that every time that I say the word different, you think about all of those negative stuff? Throughout my life, I was made fun of for different reasons and for different stuff. Usually, as much as I grow older, the reaction of people towards my disagreements and my beliefs and me trying to express myself always gets harsher and harsher. And it gets harder for me to be able to express myself. I have been facing screams, insults, problems that I've been having with people. I was kicked out of my own class because the other students inside the class wouldn't agree on what I was saying, and they wanted to do what the majority wants. I was discriminated because I wouldn't do what the majority did, and I was bothered all the time. You see, after all that, and after 15 years of living like this, even though I never gave me up, and I never wanted to replace her with another error or a parasite or another copy from the human factory, I finally faced the word conformity, which it took me actually 15 years and it's something completely wrong, but can you put this out here? Conformity means rules and standards that you have to live upon to be able to fit in. And non-conformity is the opposite of conformity, which means you can be yourself and you do you, it's completely okay. You're going to fit in anyways. So you see, my problem with this word was that a lot of people take it for granted. This small word is actually the pool of blood that we've been swimming in for such a long time. It includes, can you go to the next slide, please? Some examples of conformity are beauty standards, racism, sexism, homophobism. These are the examples of such a small word. And it's not completely right to not get a note of that, because this word is actually really important and it represents our history. Now, after being presented to this, I finally knew why I felt so left out, and I finally knew why I had to fight to be myself. And I stand here today because I want kids my age and people smaller to know about this from day zero. I believe that 15 years is way too much. I want kids to know about this from the day that they are born, to be able to grow with it and to be able to know about it. I want them to know that being special and being unique is okay. There is nothing wrong with it, and you can be you as much as you want, and there's nothing that can stop you from being it. I want kids to understand that they don't have the permission to disrespect each other because of their differences. I want kids to understand that every single life is so different, and we're so different, that discriminating someone because they're different from you doesn't make sense. You can't ask people to be exactly like you, and that's what I'm talking about. I want to ask my adults to understand what type of atmosphere they're letting the new generation grow in. I want them to understand that discriminating people because of their differences is not okay. I want them to understand when they talk about racism and sexism and how it's the wrong thing, that discriminating someone and tearing someone apart because of their differences with you is not okay as well. My dear human, I want everybody to know that our species is complicated, and that is what makes it beautiful. But different gears have to work together to make a machine work. And my dear humans, we are not a human factory, and we will never